can do that. What's up? What's up with it, y'all? Yeah, welcome to the channel. For the ones that were here last night, obviously you already know. I had a nice dive last night. If you was here, I was did the little milkshake thing, or I want to call it a milkshake because wasn't no milk in it. It was like a slushy, like of the penis civi mushrooms, and oh my goodness, bro, I didn't go to sleep till this morning, like literally, like I'm gonna tell you, right, uh when diving in on psychedelics, we try to interchange the psychedelics and make some different than others, some better than others, but as you get to going deeper, you start to see that they're all like the same, because like one of the things that was happening while I was on the experience is the fact that it started off like a DMT experience. Like I was fractally in the DMT space in the beginning of the experience, which was a beautiful thing because and this is wow, right? I didn't listen to no music. I talked to Rob, I talked to like Master Creator while I was on the experience because it was so beautiful, man. It was like it was beauty at its finest, because I was like it was weird because I was like this godly like entity that almost came down from, I don't know where I came down from, into the flesh and inhabited the flesh of this body, and I started to kind of uh mimic my mindful thoughts, or what was going on or happening within my mind. It was like weird because I'm standing at my back door, right, and I'm looking out my door, and my door was like looking out the door. It was almost like if you put Vaseline like on the camera and it like looked kind of blurry. Like everything in my house, it looked it cool, but outside my door it looked it blurry, and like it was weird because I wasn't myself. I was like this other entity that I cannot explain. And like even my hands, everything, me was just so totally different. But it was weird, right? It was fucking crazy, bro. It's wild. Like it was crazy because I'm looking outside my door and I'm seeing why, or getting the understanding of why we live in houses and we built these different things in order to trap ourselves or whatever we were within the foundation, like we did our mind, like how we trapped ourselves in our mind. It was no different than how we trapped ourselves in our house and made our house, into our mind. It was like weird, bro, because even like me looking outside, it was like a whole nother like godly like dimension. But my house that I like created for myself was like, dang, it was like my temple. Like it was like my temple, but it's weird because on my experiences, I've been having this reflection thing that it keeps showing me, like how the world and everything that's in the world is just a reflection of your mind. And it was like, bro, I don't even know how to explain it. As I'm looking out the door and I'm like going back and forth. I'm like looking out the door, then I'll look back at my room, and then I'll look at the door and I'll look back at my room. And it was like I was this entity that I cannot explain, but I was not human at all. I was not a human being. I was a whole nother form, or I was a whole nother form. But it was weird because I could understand and really map out how we created our own reality, and like why we came down into these bodies, and we tried to mimic the ideas and the thoughts and the different things that we had. Like everything that we were building around us was doing nothing but mimicking what was here. Like it was like everything out there was the actual reflection of everything that was here. It was like the craziest thing, bro. And I'm like looking out the door. I was like, for a minute, I thought I was going. I thought I lost my mind like probably like 6, 7 times. Like literally lost it, and I had to like because my daughter, she's older now, so I had to tell her, look, Daddy, you gonna see Daddy walk around the house. And sometimes I'm not gonna be here. I lost my mind. Daddy lost his mind. Daddy's trying to find it. She's laughing, but I'm like literally going, yes, I literally. What's up with it, Crow? What's up with it, everybody? But yeah, like literally, I like lost my mind. I wasn't human anymore. I was something else. I was like I could like it got to a point to where even when I looked at my arms, like when I seen myself, my skin, any part of my body that where I could see my skin, it was like a grid. It was a grid that was see through. I could see through myself, and it was like a grid that was overlaid on I want to say space or something like that. It was almost like how they say we are stardust. Like I could literally see this, and I'm like looking at my legs and I'm looking at my hands, and it was like the coolest, most dopest feeling ever. Like I ain't gonna lie, I had like the best experience. It's like so much happened. It's like so much happened that I don't know where to begin with. I don't know where to end with, because even the beginning of me feeling like I was on DMT, I think that was so special because it was like almost like the mushrooms was showing me like these experiences are like no different. Like it was weird because even when I was here and I was doing the podcast last night, as the mushrooms started to kick in, I seen myself as a jester. I'm talking and I'm looking at my reflection right there on the camera like I'm doing now, but I was like a jester that was talking and moving and like doing kind of weird stuff, and I'm like going, "Ooh, I knew it was gonna be a good experience. I knew it was, and it just was, bro. I was literally up all last night. I didn't listen to no music. I didn't try to listen to no talks. I didn't try to do none of that. I just wanted to accept everything for what it was and what was happening. And it kind of went beyond what I thought it would go because like I said, bro, I was like a whole nother entity. I wasn't even human. And I can literally kind of see the energy that we was before life, before we came into life and started being this body or whatever. But it's like I was it's like we're beyond what we think human is. Human is like when we even label ourselves human, that's how come we can't break free of the that mind state of being human when we are literally beyond human. We're not human, bro. We something else. Like it's weird because it's almost like as we came into reality and we created reality, we start to shape it. We start to shape human. We start to shape animal. We start to shape insects. But in the base reality, nothing looks like how we see it. Nothing. There's not nothing here that looks like how we see it. And this is something that even scientists even know, because our brains, our eyes see things, right? Or let's say our eyes only see 20% of reality, right? Our brains fractalize and put in the rest and add the other pieces that we so-called think are missing. And it was like, bro, it was beautiful. I'm trying to think of other things that happened, because that wasn't really that was like not the height of the experience. But I think I kind of got off of it because I've been talking to the family and stuff. I'm like, everybody's getting ready. We about to go to the beach because I just kind of want to go to the beach and get in the ocean and swim. Like it's hot and it's like I got all these other things going on, but it was some other things that happened that dang, it kind of just slipped my mind right now. Why? Let's see. Why would a demon trick us with a ride? Let's see what you're saying, brother. He say, Tarn, it says that once. Wait, let me open this one up right here so I can see these comments and explain it. Explain what you're saying. Let's see. What's up with it, Judd? There's a new theory that near-death experiences might just be demon tricking us. Uh, you know why I would say that I would believe that is because our perception of what demon is not right. It's not right. Like our perceptions of everything is not right. It's always been confused. It's always been built off of our understanding that we had in the beginning, like and it kind of transformed into what it is now. So demons are not even what we say they are. It's some shit that we created and we decided to run with, and then we made it into an entity that comes in it and it does all these things to us. So let's say if the near death experience, if it is demons showing you this thing, the demons that are showing you this thing or showing you this understanding are giving it to you as your own demons. It's not nothing outside of that, because where is it happening at? It's happening within you. Even when you try to step outside of it, and the things that you think or you thought are going on or that are happening, it's still like you're creating the shit. So you would be the demon that is actually making or showing yourself what these things are, because it's weird because we talk and our words create reality. Our language creates reality. Our language does this. So as we speaking in certain languages and we're speaking languages and we're putting names on things, those names take forms. Those forms exist where? Within us. So each time we say demon, we say devil, we say God, I say Justin, all these forms exist within us. And we begin to put them on the outside of us. But still, though, they're happening within. So it's like kind of weird, because if they, like, I think somebody said it, like if they were like demons or something like that, like it ain't like they having you do something bad. You feel me? Like people ain't coming back from near death experiences trying to destroy people and destroy the world. Because I think we already got the notion that, okay, everybody says that, okay, when life is like this revolving door, like once you leave life you got to know how to get away from it and not come back here. But the energy is going to always be here. That aspect, energy part of us that is us, is going to always come here. It's going to always exist within this thing. That's what it is. And we don't want to accept that, because the way life treads on us, the way life is life, because you can make life a good thing, you can make it a bad thing. It's going to be both all the way through life. It's going to have its ups and downs. It's going to do all these different things, and we feel like we're trapped. And it's like, maybe that is true, but in a sense it's not, because the trap you're creating yourself. You made this trap for yourself. Like like last night, right? I'm seeing everything that happened in my life. I'm off the money. I'm tripping hard, bro. I'm seeing everything that happened in my life and everything that went on in my life, and like I'm asking the God entity, hey, stop this, stop it. Like I don't want to go through this. And then I was able to see the higher aspect of myself that didn't live this life, that then like over and over again many different times, and then experienced it in every which way possible, bro. I'm seeing myself I'm seeing all these times I came here and I did this and I, but I always it was created to where I can always go back to where I came from. I didn't have to stay here forever. The little aspect of me that came here was nothing compared to the infinite part of me that goes on forever. So each time I came in and I played this game, I came as a different person. I came as a different being. I was John, or I was James, or I was Kevin, and I was all these different people. And the me right now was being the me right now, bro. And like it was happening so fast. Like I wanted to kind of get away from it. And then once it showed me all of it, I understood it. And I said, no, like, don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop me from being whatever this is right now. Like, I love it. Like, I love it. I understand it now. Like, I get it. And even if I probably don't get it, to me, I get it. To me, I get it. I like, I get it, and I was able to go accept it and live in it however it was or however it was going. It was like, oh shit, I created it. I wanted to go through these things. These are certain things that I wanted to experience in life, because within this life that we're living right now, whatever you want to call this, like each time you come into it, you're a different person, you're a different experience, you're a different thing happening, even though you're the same thing that's happening. You're the same vibration that you started with from the beginning. And like, don't, like, we all know, bro, you have some of the best times in your life, and when that best time is happening, you don't want it to end. You want it to keep going. You don't want it to stop. You don't want it to stop. And that's the problem. We get caught up in the good times, and we only want the good times to exist. But for the good times to exist, we have to have the bad shit. We have to have that so we can see both perspectives of it, because all of it is actually happening at one time. And good is not acting coming to you saying it's good, and bad is not coming to you saying it's bad. It's you going, oh, that's bad, when everything is just happening. This is just what it do. It's been doing this. You're not going to change none of this that is happening. None of it. You can change the way you look at it. You can change the way you take it. But everything that's happening, you're not going to stop it. I said, that's why I said, damn, that's why I've been doing like certain reaction videos to a lot of things that I've been seeing. Because like, I don't just want to make it seem like, my whole life is just built around psychedelics. I don't want to do that, because it's not. Psychedelics is only playing a small part within my life. That's it. Good or bad, yeah, exactly. It's how you perceive it. But psychedelics is only playing a small percentage, a small part of my life. And it's like the part of life that is playing, we try to escape and live in that psychedelic reality the whole time, and not want this reality right here to exist. And like, we'll do that, but it's going back to, like I said, you're still creating this thing, you're still making this thing, and the parts that you creating that you think are the best for you, you get lost and you get stuck up in them. Like I was just talking to my older son about that. It's like you'll get stuck in the being the person that you is, that when change comes up and it actually try to show you and give you an understanding, the you that doesn't want to die or think it just wants to live forever, that perspective of you doesn't want to die either. That aspect of you is a living being. That the aspect of you right now is a living entity. And every time we shed and get rid of the old us and make a new us, the old us don't want that to happen. It doesn't want to shed that aspect of us. So being that we got comfortable in it, we tried to hold on to it and make that us last forever. Or like the teenage you try to make it last forever, not understanding that aspect of you is still living within you. That thing just changed itself, and it constantly changes itself. We constantly change every day. And and I ain't gonna lie, change is just painful. Change is painful because there's things that we just don't want to let go of. There's different things that we believe that we do not want to let go of. That's why people have such a hard time with diving in on psychedelics, because the belief and the ideas that they have, they don't want to let go of. They want to cement them into who they are and what they are. And they want the psychedelics to go, hey, you feel me? No, this is what I believe demons is. And when you believe that and the demons come and they start to do things and you go, see, I know what I was talking about. And it's like, yeah, you know what you was talking about. You the one that made that. You made it happen. But once you go, I'm not scared of the demons, like I talked about. Once I got over the boogeyman, which the boogeyman is demons, devil, and all the evil things, the fear was gone. The fear of diving in and being in that fractal space for hours was gone. It got more beautiful. It got more understanding. It got more pleasant. And I'm not saying at times I don't get scared. I'm just saying I know how to stand over that fear and say, okay, dang, I know I'm the one creating that fear. Because, like, really, when you think about it, how the hell are you going to be scared of some demons? How the hell is the physical you going to fucking be scared of some demons. Some demons that are not even like something that we can't see. Like when did we start letting these ideas take over us and start to put us in fear? When did we start doing that? Once you escape that, bro, you will see a lot clearer. Is that, hold on, can't no demon coming to you. Come on now, bro. Like I just said, when I stood in my room and I looked out my door, it was fuzzy and everything out there was a different reality. My mind was my room. My house was my mind. Everything that I saved or I wanted to hold on to, bam, I put in here. Now, this is what I built it for, is so that I can have control over my mind, to where everything I put in here is for me to have and to do and to look at how I want to. Now, once I started putting all these things in, some of the things that I took, they weren't good, but I made them good because I chose to accept them and say, oh, they were demons. And it's like, really? Demons ain't never did anything, bro. Every time a person wanted to go out and do something, that was their choice that they made. I'm telling you, people just don't want to take responsibility for their actions. We never wanted to take responsibilities for our action, for us being racist, for us being terrible towards each other. We want to blame it on something else. Well, it's the devil, the energy of the devil. No, you just a hateful motherfucker. That's just what it is. You just a thief. That's what it is. That's what you are. You feel me? Only you can change that. You can't. But once you take it and you be able to blame something else that you can't see on it, who can say anything? Like, you can't say anything. Everybody blames it on the devil. You can't even argue with that. Because people are going to say, well, that's the devil making people do this and making people do that. No, it's not. That's those people doing that because they love to do it. Like when we was little kids and we used to destroy ant farms and we used to beat up on animals and beat up on each other. Bro, come on now. Like, I'm like, man, my game is all the way woke now. Like, I'm not sleepwalking in reality no more. I'm not sleepwalking in this shit no more. And I'm just starting to see that some people are just fucking, I don't even want to call them evil. Some people just like to do bad shit. Thanks, Master Creator. What's up with it, bro? Oh, yeah, we had that talk. Yeah, exactly. And like I see it in a lot of different stories. Like even when priests do something, you feel me, to the congregation, they fuck over the congregation. That's the first person they blame it on is the devil. So, you got to forgive me because it really wasn't me that did it. It was the devil that put the energy into me and made me do it. You still had a choice. When you decided to do that wrong thing that you did, you knew what you was doing. It didn't matter if it was whatever put the thought there. You trying to tell me you did not know that what you was doing was wrong? No, you knew what you was doing was wrong. You just thought once you did it, wasn't nobody gonna see it and you wasn't gonna be caught for it. That's all it was. And that's why you do it. And that's why you did it. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. But yeah. I'm done with weed, bro. I don't smoke weed no more. I smoke cigars. I'm done with weed. I stopped smoking weed months ago, bro. Like I said, since I stopped smoking weed, it's been beautiful. It's been beautiful. Like it's weird because going out, like weed was like a crutch for me. It was like a crutch. And some people like, oh, well, you just stopped smoking because, you drive buses now. No, I stopped smoking before I started driving buses, before I even got this job. I was already quitting weed. I just started back because I didn't start working. But I had been starting to quit. I had been laying off of it. I didn't need it no more. I didn't need that crutch in my life no more. There's a lot of things. Yeah, that's all I smoke is cigars now, bro. I don't give a damn. You feel me? People be like, man, smoking is going to kill you. Okay, every time I go out, I see people 80 years old, 90 years old, hitting their little thing, to do whatever they do. And that's me. I'm going to be 90 years old, still smoking cigars because that's what I do. You feel me? But the marijuana, I just don't, it's not, I loved it. It was a dope ride, but I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's nothing wrong with it. If you like it, I love it. I just quit for my own reasons. That's what I just felt like doing on smoke cigars. But isn't it addicting? Everything is addicting. Shit. He said, "Does it help spiritually?" Man, everything is spiritual. Okay, when you blow out the smoke, I mean, the smoke is the spirit. You blowing out the spirit. As you inhale, you taking in the spirit, then you blowing it back out. I'm just saying. What does it do? It dissipates and it goes into the ether or something. I don't know. Everything is spiritual. There's nothing that's not spiritual. Everything is spirit. There's nothing that's not spirit. Everything is one thing. You feel me? We decide to kind of break it up. Okay. Okay. This was a part. This was a part that got me, that I could understand too, is the pattern of reality. Like reality has a pattern, and everything in life plays or goes according to that pattern, which is like the weirdest thing. Now I'm gonna break it down to you like this: like even us, even the human body, the human thoughts, like our train of thoughts and the way we think, everything goes in a certain pattern to where it's constantly evolving, changing, bettering itself, almost like the car. Like I was explaining to my son, like the car, right? Like, have you seen the new fucking what is it, the Toyota? Is it the Prius? The new Priuses, they look like spaceships. They don't even look like the old Prius. Like everything is evolving like that. Computers evolving, phones evolving, animals evolving, we evolving, our thoughts evolving, our understanding of life is evolving. Everything is doing this fractal evolution, and it all goes on. It all does it in a certain pattern that once you start to understand the pattern, it's like, damn, nothing is actually the same. I mean, nothing is actually different than really anything. Nothing is. Everything is following the same guidelines that reality was created to follow. And everything has to follow those guidelines. That's why we think the way we do. That's why we create the way we do. We like our thoughts, like our thoughts is kind of evolving with AI, with technology. Like, because we're linked in with technology. We linked in with everything that we created, because everything that's around us, where did it come from? It came from here. It came from somebody's mind. It came from somebody's mind, and we put it into reality, and that thing began to grow, and it became its own entity, its own, like the computer is its own living entity from the first time somebody even made a computer. That big ass giant one that took up like 5 rooms and shit, and all they was able to do was, add a couple of numbers together and stuff. But the computer said, okay, we're going to take it a step further. I'm evolving to this. And then it evolved into being able to get online. It evolved into being able to now speak and talk to you. Like, you feel me? Which, that's the crazy thing. All these things are the same thing. They are the God entity, whatever we want to call that, the God or whatever that thing is. They are all this thing, taking all these different shapes and forms and showing itself in all these different ways. Oh shit! Look, this was the crazy part, right? On the experience, I was looking for God, right? I'm seeing God in everything as one thing, but I said, damn, it showed me that God hid himself in the best place ever, the one place nobody would actually look. God hid himself there, and it showed me that place where God hid himself at was inside you. He hid himself within every person, every being, everything that existed. He hid God. I don't want to say he, she, whatever. That energy hid itself within everything so that it couldn't see itself. That's why it's hard to see God within yourself, because God is hiding within you. Because God is you. God is everything, being everything as everything is happening. But God is experiencing this thing that it created called life. It's experiencing it in every which way. That's why most things have eyes. You feel me? In order to see, or ears in order to hear, or a mouth in order to speak the reality, because we're speaking it into existence, not even thinking it at this. We're speaking, thinking it, seeing it, hearing it. It's all these different ways, and what is it doing? It's taking all this, all that, and it's looking at life from every aspect of what life is, because the thing that life is something fucking special. Like, really, if you think about it, look what's going on. Like, we got feelings. We can see things. We can touch things. We can create things. You got animals that are doing the same thing. You got insects that are doing the same thing. And life is experiencing itself because God is life. So life is experiencing itself in every which way possible. Every which way possible. Through sound, through light, through darkness. It's experiencing itself in every which way, bro. Yeah, you don't inhale. No, not the big cigars. You don't inhale, bro. You don't inhale. Shit, my grandmother died of cancer and she didn't even smoke. I'm just saying, but that's part of it. So hey, some people get it, some people don't. You feel me? Some people get it, some of us get it, some of us don't. And that's part of it. You don't even have to smoke to catch that. I hate to say it. You don't even got to be a smoker to catch that. I know many of people I done met that caught it, and they weren't even smokers. So that's just something that's inherited, that's kind of passed on. And I think that's why we supposed to get checked when we get a certain age, because that's something that's passed on through genes. My grandma died of cancer and she didn't smoke. Yeah, that which is crazy, bro, because it starts to make you wonder, where the fuck is it coming from? Who's creating it, who's making it, who created that thing, and how is it getting into everybody and affecting everybody? And then why is it only happening like right here mainly? How come in a lot of other places it's not happening? In certain other countries, that shit don't, it seems like that don't even exist. The percentage of it is so minute that it came from somewhere else. I don't know, but all in all, bro, that's my experience. I gotta go. I'm about to go to the beach, but like I said, I'll upload videos of the beach, and I'm about to go get in this ocean and like going, dang, bro. And then like the more that I remember, I'll come back later and no, no, I'm not convincing you to smoke cigars, bro. Don't say that. I'm not trying to convince you to do anything, all right? But I think that's why people smoke them big cigars, because you don't actually inhale them. You just you puff on them, but you don't inhale. I don't, they just don't inhale them and go to your lungs. I think that's why they do it. But all in all, I gotta go, and thanks for subbing up, bro. I want everybody to sub, and I'm gonna build a whole, like, I wanted to where, like, like when I'm coming in, like, we start having these talks, and like certain people, like, they want to come and they want to explain their experience that they had on psychedelics, or we can start having like more one-on-one talks. Like, I want people to come in to where I can have a one-on-one talk with you and listen to your story of your dive or what you're going through in life. This is true life stories. This is not just true psychedelic stories. This is true life stories, and a lot of us is going through life, and we all got a story to tell, and that's what I want to make it into. And I thank you guys. I love you guys, and man, till next time, till tonight. I'm going to be back tonight, because I know once I go over here, I'm going to remember a lot of other things that I seen that I want to explain and break down. But until then, man, peace out. Thanks for joining.